An immune system is a complex network of different cellular action and signals allowing an organism to defend itself against a pathogen. The immune system is based on an exchange of input and output. So, when we say immune system po is siya po yung cellular action and signals na nag-aalaw sa isang organism na protektahan po yung sarili niya laban sa mga pathogen. Immunity as a system operates at a much lower speed. It transmits information by chemical signals or through the migration of cells. The immune system in general recognizes and protects the organism against pathogens, whereby foreign structures and molecules get recognized and an appropriate immune response is produced. Immune system po yung ang nagproprotect sa atin against infection and other toxin na dulot ng pathogen. When we say pathogen po, it is any organism that can cause disease in other organism. Dysfunction of an immune system can cause autoimmune disease or condition arising from an abnormal immune response to functioning body part, like inflammatory disease, allergies, and cancer. Immunodeficiency occurs when the immune system is less active than normal, resulting in recurring and life-threatening infections. So, ang dysfunction po ng immune system ay pwedeng mag-cause ng mga inflammatory disease, allergies, and cancer. Immunology is a branch that covers the study of immune system in all organisms. So, pag sinabi po nating branch ng biology na about sa immune system, yun po yung tinatawag natin na immunology. And now, let's proceed to the two types of immunity. The first one is innate immune system. Innate immune system is inherited, so basically ay namamana po ito. It refers to non-specific defense mechanism that come on to play immediately after a pathogen is recognized. Innate immune response is non-specific or in general. And siya po ang barrier para hindi makapasok ang mga microorganism sa isang organism. And the second one is adaptive immune system. Adaptive immune system is acquired. It refers to an antigen-specific immune response and is considered to be more complex than the innate one. Adaptive immune system has a slower response than the innate one. It is specific. Plants have an integrated immune system to protect themselves from pathogens, which include both physical and chemical barriers. The primary physical barrier is the waxy cuticular layer atop the cell wall, which prevents the entry of most pathogens. If pathogens do manage to breach this barrier, they encounter the plant's immune system, which specifically recognize pathogen and alter cell molecules generated during infection. So, may primary barriers po ang mga plants. Yun po yung waxy cuticular layer. Siya po ang nagpre-prevent sa mga pathogens na makapasok. Then, pag may ilan pong nakapasok doon naman po gagawin ng immune system ang kanilang work o trabaho para tulungan ang plant na ipagtanggol ang sarili nila. Plant immune system can be divided into two main branches, PTI or pattern-triggered immunity and ETI or effector-triggered immunity. Pattern-triggered immunity or PTI is activated when pattern recognition receptor or PRR on the plant cell surface recognize PAMP or MAMP or pathogen microbe-associated molecular patterns found on surface of pathogen. This interaction triggered the expression of defense genes in plant cells. Pag na-recognize na po ng PTI, ang PRR is para pong magsesend siya ng message sa cell para po ma-protect niya ang sarili niya. Pattern-triggered immunity is considered to be the first line of inducible defense in plants. On the other hand, ETI is activated when the plants' are genes or resistance proteins recognize pathogen effector molecules that have entered the plant cell. The R gene is activated by a sending protein called nucleotide binding leucine rich repeat or NBLRR, which trigger a hypertensive response or HR in plant cells. The HR response results in ion influx and efflux, oxidative burst, and cell death, which contains the infection to the local area. Effector trigger immunity or ETI is maaari pong ma-trigger ang ETI ng mga toxin na direct pong ini-inject sa host ng mga bacterial secretion system sa pamamagitan ng endocytosis. Based on Wikipedia, endocytosis is a cellular process in which substances are brought into the cell. In addition to local responses, plants are capable of a systematic response to pathogen or pest attack called systematic acquired resistance, or SAR. SAR is a broad-ranging resistance that lasts for several days and is triggered by signals such as salicylic acid and jasmonic acid. SAR allows the plant to respond more quickly if it is attacked again. Although it is not the same as the human immune response, where antibodies that recognize specific antigens persist in the body. So plant immune system help them defend against parasite. If we can better understand how immune system works, we can make plant more resistant to disease, and we can produce more foods using less pesticides. Again, what are the two types of immunity? If your answer is innate and adaptive immune system, you are correct.
For animal immune system, it can be divided into three basic lines of defense against pathogenic infection. The first lines of defense against infection are the surface barriers that prevent the entry of pathogens into the body. The second line of defense are the non-specific phagocytes and other internal mechanisms that comprise innate immunity. The third lines of defense are the specific lymphocytes that produce antibodies as part of adaptive immune response. The first line of defense is the body initial response to pathogens. It excludes physical and chemical barriers that prevent pathogens from entering the body. Examples of this barrier include the skin, which acts as physical barrier, and substances like stomach acid that can kill pathogens. For the second line of defense is the innate immune response. It is a non-specific response that acts on all pathogens in a similar way. This includes cell-like phagocytes that engulf and destroy pathogens, as well as other mechanisms that recognize and respond to common features of pathogens. And for last, third line of defense is the adapted immune response. It is a specific response that targets a specific pathogen. This is achieved through the action of lymphocytes, which can recognize specific antigens on the surface of pathogens and produce antibodies to reutilize them. This response is also responsible for memory, allowing immune system to respond more rapidly and effectively upon subsequent exposure to the same pathogens. Immune system have two different types, the innate and adaptive. Innate is a general protection of our body, like skin. However, adaptive is a specific immune cell for specific pathogens. The example of this is T cell or B cell. The work of immune system is recognizes the invaders by their antigen, which are protein on the surface of the invading bacteria or on virus-infected cells. In short, ang immune system ay pumapatay sa mga invader or bacteria na pumapasok sa ating katawan. How it's work? Every cell or substance has its own specific antigens, and a person's cells carries self-antigens that are unique to that individual. Cells with self-antigens are typically not a threat, invading a germs, however, do not originate in the body and so that not carry self-antigens. Instead, they carry what are called antigens. Sinasabi dito na ang bawat individual ay may unique na antigens o tinatawag natin na self-antigens. Ang immune system ay nagre-react kapag may antigen na hindi kilala ng ating katawan. Tulad na lamang ng mga bacteria o tinatawag nating non-self-antigen. Antigen have two types, the self-antigen and non-self-antigen. Self-antigen ay nasa loob ng ating katawan. Ang halimbawa po nito ay ang red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets. And for non-self-antigen, ito ang mga antigen na matatagpuan natin sa labas sa ating katawan, tulad na lamang ng mga bacteria, virus, and fungi. The immune system is designed to identify cells with non-self-antigen as harmful and responds appropriately. Most immune cells release cytokines, or the messenger, to help them communicate with other immune cells and control the response to any threat. Always remember na ang immune system ang nagpoprotekta sa ating katawan mula sa mga invader na gustong pumasok at nakapasok na dito. For example, your skinny first barrier of protection is broken. An invader enters the body through the cut, where immune cells have begun to gather to protection the body. The immune cells begin to destroy and digest the invader and its antigen. Some of the immune cells transform into antigen presenting cell and tell the other immune cell about the invader. Now, let's talk about B cell, T cell, and APCS. B cells work rapidly to produce antibodies which help identify and stop the invading bacteria. Viruses, unlike bacteria, like to hide inside normal cell and may be more difficult for immune system to recognize. T cells, however, are designed to find abnormal fragment of viruses inside normal cells before these T cells have been activated to fight viruses and the other invaders. They're known as naive T cell. Ang B cell ay T cell ay isang katangian ng immune system upang labanan ang bacteria and virus. Ang B cells ay gumagawa ng antibodies na tumutulong sa paglaban sa mga bacteria, samantalang ang T cells naman ay naghahanap ng sumisira sa mga cellula na naaapektuhan ng mga virus. APCs communicate with and active the naive T cells by connecting the team through protein molecules on their surfaces. A specific set of protein on the APC called the major histocompatibility complex or MHC must connect to the receptor on each T cell. Ang mga APCs ay nakikipag-ugnayan sa mga naive T cells sa pamamagitan ng mga protein sa kanilang mga surface, partikular ang MHC. Ang pagkonekta ng MHC sa reseptor ng T cell ay nagpapabilis ng pag-activate ng mga T cell na nagre-resulta sa pagsisimula ng immune response laban sa mga antigens na pinapakita ng mga APC. Tama? To T cell, this first important connection, sometimes referred to as signal 1. This connection allow the IT cell to recognize antigens on invading cell as a threat before a T cell can be fully activated. However, additionally molecules in the surfaces of both cells Both cells must also be connected to confirm that an attack against the invader is necessary. This second signal is known as the Q-stimulator signal or signal 1. If a T cells receive signal 1F of signal 2, the T cell will die and the attack is shut down before it even started. In short, sa T cell ay kailangan niyang ma-receive ang signal 1 at 2. Kapag hindi niya na-receive ito, ang T cell daw po ay mamamatay. Kapag na-receive niya naman po ito, ay magiging dahilan ito upang mapatay niya ang mga invader o ang mga bakterya na pumapasok sa ating katawan. Before we end this topic, let's have an assessment to see if you learned about the immune system that we tackled earlier.